Controversy that is now erupted in Karnataka following reports that the state government is allegedly mulling or considering a proposal to extend reservation benefits to Muslims for public contracts, specifically in construction and civil works. Currently, the state provides 43% reservation for scheduled castes, scheduled tribes and OBCs or the other backward classes in public contracts. And there have been speculations that Muslims who from the 2B category could be granted an additional 4% reservation in these contracts. Even though officially the Karnataka government has claimed that there is no proposal yet, however, there is a document that has been taking the rounds as far as what is being called as a draft of the Karnataka Transparency in Public Procurements Amendment Bill of 2024. And in this draft, Section 6, which talks about 4% of the tenders to Section 2B in the backward class category. Now, 2B refers to Muslims in Karnataka. We cannot vouch, however, when it comes to the authenticity of this document, but sources are also claiming that a number of Muslim legislators from the Congress party wrote to the Chief Minister with this particular request. However, the Deputy CM of Karnataka, D.K. Shivkumar, has said outrightly that there is no such proposal whatsoever and claims that these are just speculations and rumors that are being peddled by the BJP ahead of the elections.
ಅವೆಲ್ಲ ಸುಳ್ಳು ಎಲ್ಲ ಎಲೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಟೈಮಲ್ಲಿ ಸುಮ್ಮನೆ ಹೊಸದಾಗಿ ಪ್ರಚಾರ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ ಯಾವ ಪ್ರಸ್ತಾವನೆನೂ ಇಲ್ಲ ನಾವು ಹಿಂದೆ ಶೆಡ್ಯೂಲ್ ಕ್ಯಾಸ್ಟ್ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಮಾತ್ರ ಒಂದು ವಿಚಾರ ಇತ್ತು ಈಗ ಅವೆಲ್ಲ ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ ಯಾವ ಮೈನಾರಿಟೀಸ್ಗೂ ಇಲ್ಲ ಮುಸ್ಲಿಮ್ಸ್ಗೂ ಇಲ್ಲ ಯಾವುದು ಚರ್ಚೆ ಆಗಿಲ್ಲ ಎಲೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಟೈಮಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದಕ್ಕೆರಡನ್ನ ಕ್ರಿಯೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಬಿಜೆಪಿ ಕ್ರಿಯೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ ಐ ಆಮ್ ಅಥಾರಿಟಿಯಿಂದ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ ನಾನು ಯಾವುದು ಇಲ್ಲ ಎಲೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಸೋಲ್ತೀವಿ ಅಂತ
But there seems to be a contradiction exactly what is coming in as a statement from the Deputy CM and what is coming from the Chief Minister's office himself, dismissing certain media reports claiming that the state government was considering a proposal for Muslim reservations in jobs. And as far as clarifying that there has been a demand for reservation, but there is no such proposal before the government in this regard. In fact, the Chief Minister breaking his silence on Muslim Quota as he goes against what his own Deputy Chief Minister has been saying. Siddaramaiah has been admitting that there has been a request that has been made for quota, but saying that there is no decision that has been taken on the same so far.
See, demand ಮಾಡಿದರೆ ಹಿಂದುಳಿದವರು ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀವಿ, ಪರಿಶಿಷ್ಟ ಜಾತಿ ಪರಿಶಿಷ್ಟರು ನಮಗೂ ಮಾಡಿ ಅಂತ ಕೇಳಿ, ಬಟ್ ಆ ಥರದ್ದು ಏನು ತೀರ್ಮಾನ ಆಗಿದೆ.
ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ಬಿಜೆಪಿ ಅವರು ಶುರು ಮಾಡಿಬಿಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ.
ಬಿಜೆಪಿಯವರಿಗೆ ಕೋಮುವಾದ ಮಾಡದೆ ಅವ್ರ ಕೆಲಸ, ಕೋಮುವಾದ ಸೃಷ್ಟಿ ಮಾಡದೆ ಹಿಂದೂ ಮುಸಲ್ಮಾನರ ಮುಂದೆ ಜಗಳ ತರದೆ ಅವ್ರ ಮಧ್ಯೆ ಬೆಂಕಿ ಇಡದೆ ಅವ್ರ ಕೆಲಸ. ಯಾವಾಗ ಈಗ ಶಾಂತಿ ಇರಬೇಕು ಸಮಾಜದಲ್ಲಿ ಅಂತ ಬಯಸಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಕೂಡ ಸೋದರತ್ವದಿಂದ ಬಾಳಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಯಾವಾಗ ಇಷ್ಟಪಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ.
Well, let's get in a word from Deepak and also Mohit joining in on how the BJP is countering as far as what has now been said on the Muslim quota row. But Deepak, there has been contradictory statements coming in. First, rather coming from the Chief Minister, a different statement from the CEO and a completely different statement from the Deputy Chief Minister.
Well, what we can also here put out some details, Amita, which is very important, of course, to note. Yesterday we had broken this here on Times Now, because while on one hand the Chief Minister's office came out with a statement yesterday that there is no proposal whatsoever in front of them, today as well the same statement that is being reiterated by the Chief Minister, going on to say that it is just a request. Now, there are some details, of course, that have emerged in the last 24 hours. One is, of course, something that, he has already mentioned, that is the request that was made. Now, this request was made on the 24th of August 2024. Multiple Congress leaders, legislators write to the Chief Minister demanding for this 4% reservation under of the 2B category, that is for Muslims, in the procurement of, or rather in the granting of tenders. Now, the signatories of these letters included Political Secretary of the Chief Minister, Mr. Nasir Ahmad, Zamir Ahmad, who is of course the Minister for Minority Affairs. There's also Rahim Khan, another minister. MLA is also here. Tanveer Seth, Chief Whip of the Council, Salim Ahmad. There's also MLA Abdul Jabbar, N.A. Harris, Rizwan Arshad, Kaniz Fatima, Iqbal Hussain and Bilkis Bano. All of them, of course, were signatories. Now, after this, the Chief Minister, of course, acknowledges this, puts this up, and then what we are picking up from our top sources is that in the month of, October, that is where a very important development takes place. After the Chief Minister, of course, put this file up, after his signatures were there, they have directed the Finance Department to make necessary changes. This is in the KTPP Act, and this is in the Section 6, where they wanted to, of course, include this 4% for the Muslims. Now, while there is so much file movement that has happened, can the government still continue to maintain that it was just a mere request and there is no proposal before them? There are also sources that suggest that very soon there was a plan to also place this before the cabinet as well. So if there was so much internal movement, why is this denial that is coming to the fore now? Is it because of the backlash that they are receiving? Is it because there are bipolls here in the state of Karnataka? These are questions that definitely come up.
All right, bigger questions that lie that has there been any directions even given to the Finance Department to review the same proposal? What is being said? Of course, as far as two completely different statements that have been coming from the Chief Minister and the Deputy CM, let's put out how the BJP is now taking up this issue. On the Muslim quota face-off that is now further exploded, the BJP is slamming and calling it as appeasement politics, saying that this is nothing but appeasement politics on part of the Congress, and the Congress party will give the SC/ST quota to Muslims, taking away their rights, saying, however, the Chief Minister saying that no decision yet has been taken. The BJP is slamming the Congress Sarkar's priorities.
Now, of course, this goes without saying that the Congress party's politics of appeasement has always played one of its core roles from the very beginning. And as far as appeasement is concerned, taking away reservation from the ones who deserve it, the SC, ST and the OBC, and giving it to the Muslims has been the priority of the Congress party. And we have seen that in Karnataka time and again. And in Karnataka, I mean, it's an astonishing fact that though the Chief Minister says that he is not aware of what is being discussed today, that 4% reservation should be given to the contractors, Muslim contractors, in public tenders in Karnataka. The letter is in public fore. The letter is in public domain today, where the Congress MLAs, the Minister, Mr. Jamir, as well as his personal secretary, Mr. Nasir himself, has appealed to the Chief Minister that this reservation should be enacted in Karnataka, and the Chief Minister, the media says so, I gather from media that the Chief Minister had in fact written a letter directing the Finance Department to find ways to amend the KTPP Act to see to it as to how this reservation of 4% can be implemented. And I'm sure this model is not exclusive of Karnataka. This model is a model which is an all India model, not excluding Jharkhand as well.
Well, this is how the BJP is taking on as far as the Congress government in Karnataka, Mohit. The BJP claiming that this will also reduce the OBC and the Dalit quotas. And however, when it comes to this recent acknowledgement that is also coming from the Chief Minister, this also put out certain differences in the statements that have been coming in. How is the BJP now reacting, Mohit?
Well, Amita, what the BJP as of now says is that this is blatant appeasement of a particular community by the Congress party. Now, BJP addressed a press conference and stated when the Congress party stood exposed, Siddaramaiah said that he doesn't know about any such proposal, and the government is not mulling any such proposal to have 4% reservation for the Muslim contractors in Karnataka. But when he was asked about the papers that have come in, and there are reports coming in that there are certain letters that are being written by Muslim MLAs, MLCs, and in fact the people who are close to Siddaramaiah regarding the 4% reservation in August, we see that how the BJP is attacking the Congress party, and BJP has linked this to the Jharkhand elections. The BJP says during the silent period, the manifesto of the Congress party was released because they have added certain things in their manifesto that are similar to what's happening in Karnataka, that is just for the sake of appeasement politics. Now the BJP also says that this goes against the ethos of the constitution. You cannot have the reservation based on religion. This is what the BJP says. And they also say that Rahul Gandhi goes to every Indian state and talks about constitution, but their party is blatantly not following the norms of constitution, and how exactly the Rahul Gandhi is not taking any action, and how exactly this will be followed in Jharkhand, where the rights of the SC, ST and OBCs will be given to the Muslims.
Well, of course, we heard that statement coming in from the Union Home Minister Amit Shah himself. However, when it comes to this revelation is coming to light right after the Karnataka government denied that there was any proposal about such Muslim reservation in government tenders. Let's listen into more reactions coming from the BJP side.
This is, shameless appeasement. What are the words that one can use for a political party whose leader goes around talking about the constitution? Essentially, his own leaders, his own party men in Karnataka are abusing the constitution every day. When the constitution talks about non-discrimination, the constitution talks about equal rights for everybody, they are now taking out contracts and giving it to a particular community. They are taking out money and giving it to a particular community. And this is the same government, Congress government, that is allowing Waqf to grab the land of poor, vulnerable people in Karnataka, in Kerala and all around the country.
Well, reactions that have been coming in as far as even when it comes to from the BJP side, let's listen into more.
Party. We remember how Manmohan Singh ji said that Muslims have first right on resources. Now it seems that this is the agenda of the Karnataka Congress government too. In civil construction work, contracts will be given preferentially to Muslims. This is the proposal being considered as per the media by the Karnataka Congress government. Imagine that again this is the first right of resources belongs to one vote bank kind of mindset. The Congress always puts vote bank first. Therefore, it snatched away the OBC reservation and gave it to the vote bank. It snatched away farmers' lands and gave it to the Waqf. This is what is happening in Karnataka. Loot and vote bank ka foot. The politics of divide and rule by playing politics of vote bank. By putting vote bank first. Will you give vote bank first preference in contracts? You will talk about Muslim reservations. You will snatch OBC reservation and give it to Muslims. This has been promised in Maharashtra too, where we know that Muslim bodies have demanded from the MVA that there should be Muslim reservation, that they should give preferential treatment to Muslims on social welfare, that thousands of crores should be separated and kept aside from them. This is the Jinnah mindset. This mindset of having separate electorates now coming down to having first right of preference for contacts for one particular community. Is this Samvidhanic? Is this as per the constitution? Can you do such religious profiling in giving contacts, even that for civil construction work? Will the bridge be built based on vote bank considerations, or a bridge be built by somebody who's a competent construction or a builder? This shows the mindset of the Congress.
But there is even when it comes to the response coming in from the Congress's side, the party hitting back saying that Muslims like other marginalized communities deserve reservation too, but clarified that there has not been any formal decision that has been taken up by the Karnataka government yet. The Congress also accusing the BJP of creating unnecessary controversy over the issue.
This is the RSS mindset, because they don't want the minorities to ask also something. This is a letter from minority MLCs and MLAs before 4 months to the Chief Minister demanding these things. Chief Minister has not accepted it. Chief Minister has not done any order or something. Therefore, by that time itself, they are jumping. In democracy, Mr. Modi and Amit Shah must understand, asking one thing is not a sin. If we are demanding something, the people in power has to decide it. Asking itself is a sin. And it's a mistake. That is the decision of the Karnataka government. Like that, when they are spreading this fake news, is unfortunate.
Well, fake news is what the Congress party seems to be saying there. But Mohit, as far as we have heard reactions that have been coming in from the BJP side, calling as far as reservation based on religion being anti-constitution, and also blaming the Congress party of being anti-SC, ST and the OBCs.
Well, yes, in fact, Amita, you see, what the BJP is saying is that they're taking this story to a larger national narrative. Now, they say that Congress party has always been against the reservation. They've always been against the SC, ST and OBC. And perhaps that is why to cater to their appeasement politics, they want to snatch away the reservation of the backward classes and give it to the Muslims. And this is where they say that that's happening in Karnataka, that will happen in Jharkhand, that will happen in Maharashtra. So the pan-India narrative is being set by the BJP, saying that Rahul Gandhi talks about constitution, he waves the book of constitution, but when it comes to following the constitution, the Congress-led government in Karnataka does not follow it, because according to the constitution, you cannot have religion-based reservation, but that is being mulled by the Karnataka government, and this is something which is against the ethos of the constitution, which is something which has not been seen earlier. So BJP basically hits out of the Congress party, and their line has been during these elections is that Congress is against constitution and they want to cater to a particular community. While we have seen reactions coming in from the Karnataka government, they have said that there is no such proposal, but the details have come out. But we see a massive political fight on this particular issue.
So appeasement, vote bank politics is the charge that is being leveled by the BJP. The Karnataka Congress says that this issue is now being blown out of proportion. Thank you very much, both of you, Deepak and Mohit, for joining us with the updates. Let's shift focus now.